All right, so how to write an effective email in 5 simple steps. So you can have a big list. You can build a big old email list with hundreds or thousands of people, but if it doesn't get any clicks or your people aren't reading through your emails and clicking on the links in there, then what's the point, right? So this process that I have, this step-by-step process on creating emails that get opened, get read, and generate results is this. Step 1. Determine what the goal is of the email. So before you write a single word of copy, you need to know what the goal of the email is, right? More specifically, what do you want readers to do once they're finished reading your email? What action do you want them to take, right? So for example, do you want them to implement whatever it is you were teaching in the email, the information that they just learned, once they finish reading the email? Do you want them to click on the link to purchase a related product, something that's related to what the email is about? Do you want them to join another list, a waiting list? Do you want them to watch a video? There are so many different things or actions that you may want to have them take, but whatever it is, you have to determine that up front before you write any copy, before you add any sales or whatever it is. You want to know what your point of the email is. What is your goal? And once you've done that, then you can choose your topic based on what that goal is. So if your goal is you want people, to click on a link and purchase a weight loss guide or something, right? Then so maybe your goal or the offer might be a set of weight loss tips with a call to action at the end to get the paid guide. Right? Or perhaps I would say maybe a step-by-step overview of how to lose weight with a call to action and a link at the end of the email. Maybe it is a review, right? A review of a weight loss guide with another CTA and a link. It can be a case study showing what happens, when someone uses this whole guide and now they've bought the guide or they click the link or whatever. So there are different call to actions. There's whatever it is that is working for your business. What is the point of this email, right? And then, of course, you're going to choose a topic that best fits whatever that goal is. Whatever that goal is, that's what the topic should be. So step 2, an eye-catching subject line. Subject line is so very important. It may even be the most important part of your email, right? Because if no one gets past the subject line, if they don't open it, if you don't get past that point, what's the point? What's the point of the email? Nobody is reading your email. So you have to make sure that your subject line is eye-catching, it's compelling, it invokes curiosity. You know what I mean? You got people thinking, should I open this email? So maybe an example, sticking with the weight loss thing, 5 weight loss secrets that hardly anybody knows, right? The quick and easy way to get rid of soap scum, that's a different one. Use these 5 cool tricks or 5 tricks to save you $50 on your groceries. Whatever it is, it needs to be eye-catching. It needs to be something that gets people wanting to move, but you don't want it to be too long, right? So try to keep it, maybe under 65 characters or under, maybe even 30. Maybe even 30 at the max. It depends also on what email service provider you have because they usually have their own limits, okay? Step 3. A compelling opener. That's a great part of the email, a really important part of the email. It's like the hook, you know what I mean? It's the hook in the beginning. It also serves two purposes, this opener. And of course, it serves as a preview to someone who hasn't yet opened the email. They're scrolling through their emails on their phone. They haven't opened it. And so that's what that preview is, right? But the opener is an opener. It needs to be engaging enough that people want to be like, let me see what this email is all about, right? So they want to keep reading the rest of the email. So you can have, there's 2 different ways that you can, there's more than 2, I'm just going to tell you 2. So you can open up with a story. A story is a great way to engage your readers on an emotional level. Everybody loves a good story, right? Everybody loves a good story and they want to see what role they play in the story and how it can relate to them and what their needs are. Or you can open with an intriguing question, right? You can say, do you ever cringe when you look in the mirror at your drooping eyelids? Something like that. So you're letting the readers know that you understand their problem. right? Maybe you say it's frustrating when you do the right thing, but you're still not getting enough traffic to your website. Okay, so you're really touching them on an emotional level. You're building anticipation for the rest of the email. You're about to discover this number one secret to getting rid of cellulite, and I can almost guarantee you that you've never tried it before. You see how I just slid right into that next one? But those are things that are building anticipation. Step 4, write an engaging, useful email. You know what I mean? You have the need to share your information, your tips, your case study, or whatever, but it also needs to naturally lead to the call of action at the end. So you want it all to flow together. You want it to be relevant. You want it to educate, right? You want to engage and entertain your readers. And you also you want to make sure you're providing something fresh, even if what you're sharing is nothing new, because a lot of this information is not new. It just needs to relate to your product, but make it new for you. Make it new for your brand. You know what I mean? Put a different spin on it. Put your unique spin, excuse me, on it. The next thing is present quick wins, something quick. If you're sharing like a how-to thing or tips or things like that, give them something like a quick result with this how-to. You know what I mean? So make sure it's something they can do quickly and that they will get results from quickly. And be sure always to focus on your reader, right? Use words like you, your, and use those a lot more often than I or me, because it's not about you, it's about the customer. So you want to make sure you keep your focus on them, what their problem is, and how you're going to help solve it. And then another thing is don't hype, help. Right? Don't big it up so much that you can't deliver on the promise that you're promising. You know what I mean? No strong arm tactics or whatever. Just keep it real, keep it 100, and let them know that this is what I have to solve your problem. You know what I mean? And so also you want to format your email for readability. You don't want it to be like they're reading a whole novel. You know what I mean? Use short sentences, use paragraphs so that your content is easy to read, and especially for those people, most people are reading on their phone, right? So you want it to be able to be readable on a phone or a tablet or something like that. And so step 5, last and not least, end with a call to action. Your email should have something for them to do at the end. So for example, maybe you said something about gardening, right? So if you like these 5 organic gardening tips, then you're going to love this organic gardening made easy course. I said that all together, right? So you can grow these big old delicious vegetables, but if you use this $25, code 25 off, you can save. I'm jumbling, but you can save 25% off your next purchase or your purchase now, right? So hurry now, click the link below. So you're giving them something to do and letting them know, giving them a sense of urgency. Hurry up and go do it. Right? So apply these 5 steps to your emails, right? Your email list, and your subscribers are going to be looking for that high quality content. They're going to be used to what you have, what you're putting out, and they're going to be eagerly awaiting your emails. That's going to boost your open rate, right? That's going to boost your conversion rate, and it's going to boost your bottom line and get you some more sales. And so that's all I got. Deuce.